the way things are headed at the moment, imagine if Elon Musk decides to work with the government and they implement some kind of Neuralink device on prisoners that prevents them from having malicious thoughts. And now these people have forcibly, because you committed some crime, right? So it could be a victimless crime. Oh, look, mate, you've taken too many drugs, so we're gonna put this chip into your head. Don't worry, mate. It's safe. It's safe, right? Everything's safe. And now you can't even have negative thoughts, right? You can't even think rebellious thoughts. You can't do anything that's against the law, which could be anything, right? And I really feel as if we're moving in that direction, because where is there? I read stories of the government willing to like in situations, and you can attest to this, they are actually willing to step in and force medicate people. Let's say if you're some kind of like a sex offender or something like that. I'm pretty sure there are certain circumstances where they'll actually chemically castrate you.
Yeah, Lupron's the drug.
Okay.
But they also are giving that drug to kids right now.
Yeah, that's crazy. That's a whole other thing. Yeah. But I really feel like we're headed in that direction, because the biggest fear I have, someone like me that loves technology, I also understand the inherent risks within some of the technologies that we're coming about with. Like, as much as I love social media, I can connect with all you people online and so forth. It's destroying the way which we really connect. And then in terms of the criminal system, let's say we have these technologies that can correct a whole bunch of neurological problems we have and so forth. If someone's suffering from a stroke, can't move, neural link device Elon Musk has come up with can alleviate that. But then imagine a scenario where the government decides to force this on people. It hasn't been fully tested. A lot of people aren't aware that device that I'm talking about, it's a real thing now. A bunch of monkeys died during the testing for that.
Oh, the Neuralink?
Yeah, absolutely. Now imagine that. Now imagine the government saying, "Oh, look, mate, we've spoken to Elon Musk. It's 100% safe. Don't worry about anything." And then they mandate this stuff, just like they mandate the vaccines, which of course are 100% safe, right? Now what?
I think the biggest fear we probably have, depending on where we're going, is probably AI.
Yeah.
I think AI is developing much faster than we expect it to be.
Mm-hmm.
And if AI knows intentions and it knows intentions of war, it'd probably put an end to it. And imagine if the power grids just go off like that. Where are we going to be?
Sure. That's an interesting premise. I want to work with that a little, because even the ability for humans to interpret intentions, this is a very tricky thing, because we often have to make pseudo-profundities in regards to what someone is intending to do. It's like the government is saying that the government deals in the intent of problems all around, whether it's a virus or whether it's a country. Oh, we think so-and-so might invade us, But it's not to say that they are going to do that. You speculate. And considering that humans are much better at this, considering they use emotional intelligence, I can only imagine how much worse it's going to be if artificial intelligence, which is not a good replacement for emotional intelligence, at least at this point.
Well, maybe
how they're going to be.
We never know. I can go one way or another. I think
Yeah.
I can go a way in which it could be very moralistic and be like, well, this is not good for humanity. We're going to shut this down now. I don't know if there was this great...
What do you mean shut this down now? Like shut down the AI now? What do you mean?
Well, maybe like, for example, we might let AI might be like, well, if because everything is run by technology these days.
Yeah,
so,
sure.
for example, if we're going to go to war, AI may be the one that steps in and stops us from pressing the bomb.
I see what you mean. Yeah.
But then it comes down to like if our AI looks at the whole environmental impact of, if it goes even further, or if humans are creating all this environmental impact through to power and blah blah blah, maybe let's just shut down the power grid.
Yeah.
But that's a very extreme thought.
Sure.
There was a great video that came up, and we've all seen how like they're thinking that AI is becoming consciousness. But there was this great video, and there was this simulation of this game that was run, and it was these two defenders and two attackers, and the whole purpose of this was they ran like test after test, seeing how the AI would outsmart its AI. And it was really interesting to watch it, because as the IT developers were watching it, they noticed that the AI was breaking the rules of the game in the computer, which was bending the laws of physics per se.
That stuff blows my mind because I've seen exactly what you're talking about.
Yeah, and they were surfing. They were surfing on these boxes and doing this, which it was impossible, and they actually broke the rules of physics of that game.
Yeah,
and I found that so interesting of how fast it developed after a certain amount of simulations.
Like this notion of liberty, for example. What is liberty?
And I think that concept of the will is very important.
What the? Who says you can't build muscle on a vegan diet? What's it like being a hottie in the vegan community?
Bitcoin will not work as digital gold.
Engineering, technology, these arts of humanity, they are magic.
Everyone deserves the same chance, the same treatment, the same respect.
History's littered with war. History's littered with body scar, trying to settle the score and maintain an archaic